Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Eva St. Clair. Welcome to my channel. I am your advisor tonight for this, your Gemini March 2024 reading. Gemini, I was shuffling for you, right? And I was like, ooh, this was important. I've been wanting to get to Gemini and I don't know why. So it feels urgent, important, or something. And I don't really know, honestly, very much about this half of the zodiac. So I'm interested to see what pops up here for Gemini. Gemini, Aquilini. Anyways, I'm just showing my age now. All right, so Gemini, let's see what we got in the heart of your read. Eight of Pentacles. You need to get on it. I don't know what you've been hemming and hawing about or stepping over or whatever, but you need to get to work. So let's look at what the challenge is here. It said I'm gonna need two for each, so please give me the challenge. 10. Oh, got it. 10 of Pentacles with the okay. 5 of Swords. The opportunity here with the Empress and something. And this 10 of Wands has been knocking people out, boy. Okay. Again, get to it. I don't know what the procrastination has been. And I almost wanted to say procrastination. I don't know where that came from. It's not a real thing, but it does make me feel like you've been skewing the facts, or you've been mixing and matching facts to fit the circumstances the way you want to see them. 8 of Pentacles. Then you got the 10 of Pentacles. Sure enough, when you're talking about mixing and matching facts and self deception here coming up in your challenge position. Gemini, you've been doing something for a very, very long time. You've been living a certain way for a very long time, or whatever this has been for you, whether it's a job, a routine, a habit, a mindset, and you already know what it is. But you've been doing it for so long and you've built it up to the point where you're like, well, I have everything I want here. It's a comfort zone. It's a heavy, all-encompassing comfort zone. And it feels like it's dissolving or falling apart at the seams. Like it's just melting away. Like there are certain parts that are dissolving, and then there are other things that are slowly coming together. And I can see almost like like the hand of a ghost sewing seams together in two pieces of fabric, and all you can see is a needle and a thread just going in and out, in and out, in and out. And you can see this. And then there's other parts of the fabric that are raveling, fringing at the ends. And whilst you see this going on, you're like, it's not really like that. It's not really like that. The other thing that's coming through here in this challenge is that it looks like some of y'all for positive, some of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this has been some kind of manipulative stuff here going on, where you've set certain things down or you set certain things in motion months back, whatever it is, in order to bring about a certain manifestation now or in the future. And not only is that stuff not going to work the way that you thought it was going to work, but if you've been doing any kind of like crafty stuff or crafty strategizing under the surface in order to get what you want, you will be found out. So I love that the 5 of Swords is coming up here because it doesn't feel entirely selfish. Like whatever you put in place to get an outcome here, you thought maybe would be good. And so the 5 of Swords is saying, not so much. And we're giving you the opportunity now with this urgent message, whatever it is, to work on this. You can actually go in the background and undo what you've done and redo what needs to be done. Okay, so that's that. Now you've got here in your both of these came out in reverse, and I don't shuffle my cards in the reverse, so I'm gonna put them up right here. In your opportunities, you've got the Empress and the 4 of Pentacles. The interesting thing about this is that whatever you were trying to strategize, manipulate, put in place in order to hold on to this comfort zone you've got going on here, whatever you had put in place there, if you let it go, you can keep it. If you let go of all the plans and the whatever you had going on, you can keep your comfort zone and you can keep whatever it is you're trying to hold on to. But if you don't, it's gonna be not so good. This is a rough message. What the hell y'all been doing? You got here the Justice with the Ten of Wands and the advice. Take up what is yours, leave what is not, which seems to be a general message for everybody, quite frankly, lately. But your advice is also that whatever frustrations or aggravations may come with all this work that you need to put in order to set this right is correct. I also like this because it's not a total slap on the wrist, right? It's not. It is something about you gaining a higher level of wisdom or gaining, that's not right. It's something around learning a lesson here. And it feels like with the Five of Swords here layered over this Ten of Pentacles, this feels like, thank you, Jesus, got it. This feels like a situation where you thought the intellect reigned supreme, whether it was your intellect, somebody else's, whether it was science, research, logic, etc., etc., etc. You put that ahead of perhaps even your own well-being, or ahead of what it is that your heart wanted, or put that ahead of what's good for you or other people. There's something about with this air energy here, the intellect reigning supreme. And what this particular situation is teaching you is that that's not the case. Like, you have to take into account the whole picture or the whole thing in order to lead. It feels like a leadership thing, in order to lead in a way that's best for you and best for everybody else. So I love this for you because you're like, hey, we can save this. Like, you don't have to basically experience any kind of karmic thing or whatever from these decisions that you've made, but you do need to change something here. Is what I'm getting. 12, 10, that's 22. Is that right? Yeah, okay, bring you back. Okay, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, in order for you to hold on to what it is that's valuable to you, doesn't necessarily mean that you get to hold on to all of your circumstances or whatever it is you've been trying to maintain. It just means that you get to hold on to the most valuable thing, and quite frankly, it looks like it's you. So let's just see here. What wants to, the Moonology card wants to do first. So add the Moonology card. Something about timing is of the essence. So the Moonology cards coming through here. Don't wait too long to do whatever it is that you know you need to do in order to set things right. Be bold and make the first move is the first thing that comes out with this cardinal move. I also like this cardinal moon being the thing, right? Because they're like, if you set this right, you'll move in the right direction. It's actually setting the direction for you. I don't see any of y'all being like, I'm not going to change or whatever. But if you do decide not to change, with justice showing up, be very careful about that, because the karmic retribution for that could be immense for whatever reason that word's showing up. And you've got confidence is the key to your success. I like this because there's another positive spin here. Two messages are coming through with this confidence being the key to their success. One is that, this is complex. Part of the reason why you started the strategizing and the whatever this is, part of the reason why you started doing this is because you weren't confident in that heart space. Leo talks about courage, right? It's like you weren't confident in that part of you that was like, no, this is the right thing to do, or no, this isn't the right thing to do. Being confident in the totality of who you are, because you weren't confident in that, you turn to this intellect or to this strategic perspective and technique, and it's put you in an unnecessary karmic situation. And what they're saying is that you've had this all along. You didn't need to do this in order to even have this Ten of Pentacles. There was no reason, right? It's just that because you didn't have that confidence, you sort of resorted to some tactics that weren't necessarily in your best interest or in the best interest of other people. The other thing that's coming through here, on top of that, not for all of you, but for some of you, this is also pride. And this lesson about pride and Leo energy seems to be making its way around the zodiac. We started with Leo, I want to say sometime in April, May of last year. And this lesson of pride has been making its rounds, you know, and it looks like we're about halfway through that energy here. And what they're saying is that false pride is the opposite of true confidence. And so I also like this because they're saying don't be afraid to let it go. It's like, hey, nobody's noticed yet. Whatever this was about, you can just, you know, shove it back under the carpet, you know, fix it or whatever. Do whatever it is you have to do and keep moving, and just know that from now on, it's your confidence that's going to carry you through, and not necessarily these what they would call Pyrrhic victories, you know, winning at all costs or this kind of a thing. So let's take two from here. You gotta stay rooted. Oh, I love this. Oh, stay rooted and grounded. I love this energy. This energy is like, hey, we got you. We're gonna just reground this. We're gonna put everything back right, no problem, and just know that you're loved. We got you. Because I don't think that you did any of this stuff out of like malice or malcontent or anything like that. It's just that you thought that this was going to work, and they're saying, not so much, but we got you. We're just gonna reground the situation and know that you are loved. You really are. You are greatly loved. Yeah. So I'm gonna think about that one. For some reason they want me to bring out another tarot card. Look at the bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. Yeah, some rough stuff. Two of Swords. I'm not understanding where. Oh, there it is. Two of Swords and Judgment. I'm gonna get one more. Okay, there it is. Got Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right, which just came through with the confidence thing and all of that. Okay. But this Two of Swords is saying there's nothing left for you to do in the situation once you've said it right. It's done. It's done. Be at peace with it. It's over. It's done. Move forward. That's what I got. So it has been my pleasure reading for you tonight, Gemini. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Other than that, I do provide personal readings. So if you have any other deeper questions, let me know. I'll put my link down in the description box. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.